Well, number 2, you follow this up.
Oh.
We'll play. Come on. Oh.
Away! Well done, you get it!
Go on, Danny.
Turn! Runners!
Come on!
Heads up! Fucking heads up, come on!
Last push, guys, come on!
Great, after everything that happened Saturday, all the positivity, tonight must be dreadfully disappointing.
Yeah, but I think we probably over the course of the game got what we deserved. It's difficult to excuse that type of performance. It was, in my mind, from the high on Saturday you wanted to kick on rather than go backwards, and today I thought we were really, we didn't look like, from the first whistle we said to them before the game, this is going to be a scrap, this is step 4 football, it's not FA Cup against a lower level side, this is, regardless of their results and how they've been going, it was going to be a scrap. And we looked, I thought we gave the ball away too much first half, we looked a bit lethargic, and then the performance second half was even worse. After we had a go at them at half time and said, look, it's not anywhere near good enough, because the quality of the football wasn't good enough, and they were first to a lot of the balls, and we just felt like we were going through, just looked like it was going to happen for us, like we didn't need to make it happen, it was going to happen. And then again, the second week on the trot, stupid mistake, gives them a goal. And then when they score, we lose our heads for 10 minutes, they score a second, exactly the same as at Corby. And we showed a bit of urgency for 10 minutes at the end of the game, and that's not good enough. And if I'm honest, I look at the game, and it might sound harsh, but you look at that game of football between two sides, and it looked like one side knew they were in a relegation fight, and the other side didn't realise it, and they realise it now. Because the fact of the matter is, they're down there because they've lost 3 out of 3 before tonight, and we've lost both games. We're bottom of the league before tonight, and I think they thought just because you win Saturday, it's just going to happen for you. Too many people losing the ball and then not tracking back and trying to win it back. Every second ball they wanted to win. Too many times we give the ball away first half, second half, no urgency to think we want to go and win the game. And you know, from my perspective, we have to take it on the chin as well. It's our job to motivate the players. We explained to them before the game, but we've got to make sure they're at it. So as a group, that's not good enough. And for our supporters in the club, after Saturday feeling like we'd made progression, to serve up that tonight, you know, from my point of view, we can only apologise to supporters, because that's nowhere near good enough. And we've got to realise quickly, and I've said to them that we've got to realise quickly you're in a right scrap. And if they're not prepared to scrap, we can't stick by them. They're going to have to do that, and we're going to have to maybe change our approach a little bit to say, actually, yes, we want to play football, but first and foremost, we've got to stop losing games. You know, the stupid goal, second one, free header from 6 yards. Well, we've never had one of them all game, because they put their body on the line, they worked and wanted it, and the bare minimum you should do at this level is want it as much as the opposition, or more than the opposition.
What about Sam Murphy? I mean, it fell apart a bit when he went off, because he's been the best player this season. Is he going to be out a while, do you think? Or
yeah, well, I mean, we're going to have to look. It's swollen, so we can't tell, but it's certainly not going to be a short term.
Is it his knee?
Thing. It's his ankle.
His ankle.
Ankle swollen. It's the one he broke before, so we'll have to see when the swelling breaks down. But like you say, there's probably him. There's probably Aaron Hart, who I think over the first 4 games can hold their heads up. I don't think there's too many more, and that's a real shame. And we've got to get it right, because patches and the odd good performance, we said before the game, the odd win isn't going to get us out of trouble. We have to put a run of results together, but whether that is just scrapping results out. I mean, we showed more fight the first season I came here when we were in trouble towards the end, because we knew we had to fight. And maybe we got in every team talk, I've said to them, until we're mid-table, until we're away from it, until we've got points on the board, we're in a relegation fight. And if that was what we show when we're in a relegation fight, we're in real trouble. So we've got to get back in on Thursday night. We can't pull any punches now. There's some people who need to prove points, they need to prove it quickly. Because it's getting easier 2 games in 3 days at the weekend, and if you haven't got a fight for them, we're going to find ourselves in real trouble.
And the idea of Vieira and Williams going over to Wisbech tonight so that they're fit for those 2 games, so you've got a larger squad.
Yeah, I mean, I think Andre hasn't got football in terms of the starts, and Avi looked a little bit leggy on Saturday, so we needed to get them games because we knew we were going to need them over the weekend. There's competition for places in the side because realistically, like I said, there's only 2 players who've probably done themselves justice, and one of them's now out. So some of them in there have got to come with actually they want to. First of all, from our point of view, we've got to set up in a way and get it into them that we're in a scrap, and we've got to make sure we show a bit more fight, determination, and get the basics right, the ugly bits in football right. They've got to come with an attitude that says they're prepared to be in the fight, because if there are people in the dressing room who aren't prepared to the fight, they need to say it now. Because we know what we're involved in now, and we can't wait around like we did last year. We kind of said last year we're trying to build something. Well, we've continued to try and do that. We've continued to back the same players, but results now haven't changed in the league, and they have to change quickly.
Okie dokie.